Greetings, friends, and welcome to episode 238 of the Projekt Gemineye update. So, today is April 30th. It is about 1:30 in the afternoon. I am making this recording with great happiness because the moment has arrived. I know I've been talking to you guys for weeks now and months now about the arrival of the Projekt Gemineye Canada Stories and Legends vinyl. We've been awaiting the final version, the vinyl, as we've been all waiting for. And I'm pleased to say it is here now, my friends. So just to show you, as I normally do in these types of episodes, here is the album, complete with hype sticker, as you can see there. 9th album, black vinyl, Canadian Prague, limited to 100. On the back, this is already open, as you can see, and it is copy number 1. Oop, my hand is right by that. I have the first copy, of course, as tradition. There is the back cover. It is in shrink. Now let me show you the stuff that comes with it. And as I've said before, I was extremely happy with the test pressing of it. So I already knew that the audio of it was going to be fantastic. I loved the way the CD came out. It turned out perfectly. So let's take a look at what comes with the vinyl. So in tradition, and this time around, I've been lately feeling a little bit like, nostalgic. Looking back at some of my releases, I've been looking through some of them and decided to go a bit old school with the card this time. If you can remember back in the early days, I gave a card like this out. And in the back of this has the code for the free downloads of the 2 cover songs that I've done for this, which are Canadian bands, Sloan and Neil Young, that I've done covers of. So when you buy the album and you receive it, just simply flip this card around, enter the code. There is the website it's an actual like a website link. It'll take you right to there, and then just listen to it, download it, do whatever you wish. That's for you to do whatever you want. They're free for you as part of the purchase of this record. Next, as you also know, because if you've been following along, which most of you have, and I thank you for your support, you know that you get this beautiful poster. It is 11 by 11, so it fits perfectly inside the album with it. It just turned out fantastic. Thank you to my good friend Ken. We call him the voice of reason. He helped me out with this beautiful poster, and people have been enjoying it and making great comments of it. I know some supporters, like particularly my friend Preston. He will be framing this. I'm sure it turned out excellent. So thank you for that. And now let's look at the things that we didn't get to see because I hadn't had them yet and I didn't have the record. So let's look at this booklet. The booklets are always a thing of beauty. And thank you to Jason Pollan for his great work on this. He did such an amazing job. Here is the booklet that comes with it inside Canada Stories and Legends. I love the way this turned out. It looks absolutely fantastic and a nice tribute to Canada and its mountain regions and forests. And inside, he did an even better job, of course, or equal to. I mean, that's just fantastic. The boat there for the ghost ship scenario and, the sort of whole scenery of Canada at the bottom there. Sorry, I'm trying to get you so you can hear me here. At the bottom, you have my discography in full, including the singles and EPs and everything are listed there. There's a nice thank you on this side as well, on this side here. Thank yous and equipment lists and all kinds of things. And of course, the full lyrics for the record are here. Turned out amazingly well. Thank you, Jason, for that. And then, of course, we get to the vinyl. And as always, I've been since day one, this poly-lined inner sleeves, none of this paper crap. I'm happy to see that some labels are finally starting to clue into this. You'd be surprised how many record labels from as far back as when I was starting this just use paper sleeves for their records that they had the gall to charge $40 plus for. Unbelievable. But you don't have to worry about that with this. Now, let's just take a look at the record itself. This time we all voted for black vinyl, and it turns out beautiful and looks fantastic. Let me just get this spun around properly. There you go. There's the label. Projekt Gemineye. The labels turned out really nice as well. I'm very happy with them. Thank you again, Jason, for that. Great designs for this. And here's side 2. Racing the Flames. Ghost Ship. As you can tell, the pressing is done really well. I mean, considering it's 2 songs, they could have, it could have been cut much differently, but they did it really nicely. And you can see there's not that much dead wax even. So they used a lot of the vinyl for it. So the audio quality is nice for this. Of course, for all you dead wax people, there are messages on each side. I'm not going to tell you what it is. I'm not going to spoil the surprise. But there are little messages in the dead wax for all you dead wax hunters. So there you have it, my friends. The album is here in my possession. So just to let you know what I'm doing from here. So today is Wednesday. Starting today, I'll be stickering all 100 albums with those hype stickers on the front. They didn't come like that. I ordered those stickers separately and put them on myself. I find that it was more economical that way for me to do a separate order with a different company. And of course, I can pass on the savings to you guys, which is why I can continuously sell these records for $30 Canadian, which is, a steal in my opinion. Anyways, stickers on I'm going to be doing today. Also, over the weekend, I will start packing up the Canadian orders and the European orders. I will start the mailing starting next week, Monday. These next couple of days, I have a lot to do to pack up things. And plus, I had to do some separating. I had to pack up a couple of boxes or a box or two to go over to the US for my US distributor individual. I believe he was on vacation for a little while now. I do believe he's back home, but I don't think it'd be a good idea to just drop a box on his front, office doors there immediately now as he has returned from his trip. So I'll give him, of course, the weekend to recoup and, get himself back in order, etc., etc. And once he receives the box, I'm sure that he can start sending off the stuff to you guys right away. And from every account last time we did it, because he started doing this with me on the last album, everything went very well. There was only one person that I think we missed that didn't receive a record, but then I ended up sending it to him, and it was all good. So it went very well. I expect it to go just as smoothly this time around as well. So just to let you know as well, there are still some copies left of this album. I advise you to grab a copy because this turned out really excellent. The booklet, I've been staring at it and looking through it ever since the record came, and I've been really enjoying it, and it sounds good. I've been spinning this actually. This is one of the records I probably spun the most of my own records, to be honest, because it sounds really, really good. I'm very proud of it. So if you haven't got a copy of it yet, do yourself a favor and grab yourself a copy. It's only $30 Canadian. Again, convert that to US, European, or even UK money, and you're looking at a great deal. And of course, I have a good friend now living in Australia. I'll just go by his YouTube handle, Oberheim. He's bought quite a bit of my records of late, and he's going to be receiving quite a big package coming his way now because of this, because we decided to wait till this came. But even in Australia, they were willing to, spend the money to get this stuff because I'm going to say, without trying to sound arrogant, but the quality is there. People would not return and buy my records if their quality wasn't, at that level that they feel willing to spend the money. And I have to say, I appreciate every cent that comes from people that spend their hard-earned money for my music. I truly, truly do appreciate that. Thank you very much. Now, before I let you go, just a quick update. My singles little project that I'm doing is going very well. There are 2 songs completely written, mixed now, everything. Just have to do the mastering for them. So there's 2 in the can. I am going to do 2 more songs. I have another idea for a 3rd one, which I'm going to start today. Once I get to 4 songs done, I'm going to slowly start posting them online. Like I said, this is no attachment to any records. These are what's called non-album singles, something that I've always been a big fan of. I've loved that when they've done that in the 70s and the 60s, and even in the 80s. Marillion, which is I'm a big fan of the band Marillion. They were very big on doing that, as far as even releasing 12-inch singles with brilliant album covers for these sort of releases. And I love the idea of 12-inch singles of non-album titles. I'm not going to do any sort of 12-inch like physical release, but you never know. If this becomes popular and people love it enough and make comments enough about it, maybe it's something that can be done later on. But right now, they're going to be out there. And as I said before, I'm not putting any price on it. If you want to download it simply for free, you can. But I am going to leave it open for people to want to contribute. If you feel like contributing, I'll let you know now that that money will be going directly to the next release. Everything's going up, unfortunately. The lacquer cuttings, the test things, like all the things that normally I was used to at a set level. I'm going up now, like to get the lacquer cuts that I have to listen to before they make even the test pressings. That has gone up considerably. I mean, we're over $500 now for getting this done. Back when I started, it was well under. It was like in the 400s area, somewhere around there. But anyways, every cent that gets put towards that are bought from the singles, blah blah blah, will go towards everything for the new record. And the new record already is done, but let's worry about that a little bit down the road. Maybe a month or two from now, we'll start talking about that. Right now, I'm just going to worry about getting these records out to you now. Worry is not a good word. I'm just going to focus on getting these albums out to you guys, and so that you can enjoy and listen to this fine album. I think I did a good job on this. And then we'll move on from there. Okay, so again, the album's here. I just showed you everything. The singles are going very well also. And I'm sure there's going to be more things to talk about in the very near future. So thank you for watching, and I will talk to you all very soon. Have a great day.